Hello, students of class 9. Hello, how are you? Staying at home? Healthy? You have to be, right? Okay, students. After the topic subject verb conquered, we have completed, and I'll be giving you the exercise for that. Now, today we are going to learn reported speech, that is direct and indirect speech. In that, statements, commands, requests, and questions we are going to learn. First of all, students, direct and indirect speech, right? You have to listen carefully, right? What I tell you, what I explain you, that you have to keep in your mind, fine? The words spoken by a person can be reported in two ways, direct and indirect. When we quote the exact word spoken by a person, we call it direct speech. Let me give you an example. Sohan said to Mohan, I am going to school. Right? Whatever statement Sohan spoke, whatever words Sohan spoke, that is written into inverted commas. As it is. Right? So that is called direct. जैसे भी बोला जा रहा है वैसे ही उसको इन्वर्टेड कोमास में रखा जाता है. That is called direct speech. Means that the exact word spoken by Sohan to Mohan. Right? So that is put into inverted commas. I am going to school. That is direct speech. Right? But when we give the substance of what Sohan said, it is called indirect speech. As an example, Sohan said to Mohan, I am going to school. I am explaining you. Right? Now, Mohan says this to third person. Right? मोहन अगर दूसरे को ये कहता है कि सोहन ने कहा कि मैं स्कूल जा रहा हूं, ये गलत है. हम बोलेंगे, मतलब मोहन बोलेगा कि सोहन ने कहा कि वो स्कूल जा रहा है. राइट? सो दैट वे वी हैव टू चेंज द स्टेटमेंट. दैट इज कॉल्ड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. राइट? So we also, Sohan told Mohan that he was going to school. Here we will change this. Sohan said to will convert into told. Sohan told Mohan that here we are. This is speaker. This is listener. This is reporting speech. Both the parts we are joining using that. So how will you write? Sohan told Mohan that, right, he was going to school. The words that generally come before the inverted commas are called reporting clause. जैसे कि Sohan said to Mohan, that is reporting clause. And the verb said is called the reporting verb. Here, said is a reporting verb. And within inverted commas, whatever speech is there, that is called reported speech. Once again, reporting clause, said to, this reporting clause, said to is a reporting verb, right? Inverted comma के अंदर जो है, that is called reported speech, right? Reported speech में कौन सी है? I am going to school, right? Now, there are some rules for direct and indirect speech, right? How to change. In the indirect speech, no inverted commas are used. We don't use inverted commas. The conjunctions like कौन से conjunction use होते हैं इसको जोड़ने के लिए, दोनों reported clause और reported speech को जोड़ने के लिए, that is that, if, whether, etc. Right? Then the first word of reported speech begins with a capital letter. Right? जो स्पीच है उसका फर्स्ट वर्ड यहां से कैपिटल लेटर से शुरू होता है. राइट? द टेंस ऑफ द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज नेवर चेंज्ड. राइट? रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब का जो टेंस होता है वो चेंज नहीं होता है। अगर ये पास्ट है तो हमें पास्ट में लिखना है, ये प्रेजेंट है तो हमें प्रेजेंट में लिखना है। सेड टू है तो वी विल राइट टोल्ड, सेज टू है वी विल राइट टेल्स, राइट? दिस इज नेवर चेंज्ड। The reporting verb changes according to tense. It may be told, asked, inquired, etc. Reporting verb, that is said to. It is changed according to the reporting speech. Right? Request है तो requested to. Question है तो asked to. Right? Command है तो commanded to. Accordingly, we are changing this reporting verb. Right? Now, pronouns को change करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? Pronouns, that is I, we, you, they, us, or, all these are pronouns. Right? So the first person pronouns कौन कौन से हैं? I, me, my, we, us, or, ours, all these are first person pronouns. We know it. Right? So all these pronouns will be changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. जो बोलने वाला है पर्सन, अकॉर्डिंगली ये चेंज होगा। अगर बोलने वाली गर्ल है तो शी, बॉय है तो ही, हीज, राइट? अकॉर्डिंगली, राइट? नाउ द प्रोनाउंस ऑफ द सेकेंड पर्सन इज यू, यू, योर, योर्स, योरसेल्फ। ये जो सब है दैट विल बी चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू द पर्सन हु इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट, मीन्स लिसनर, राइट? स्पीकर, अकॉर्डिंग टू स्पीकर जो है वो फर्स्ट पर्सन प्रोनाउंस चेंज होगी। अकॉर्डिंग टू लिसनर जो है वो सेकेंड पर्सन प्रोनाउंस चेंज होंगे। और थर्ड पर्सन प्रोनाउंस चेंज नहीं होते हैं, जैसे कि ही, शी, इट। अगर वो स्पीकर एज ए स्पीकर होते हैं तो दैट विल नॉट बी चेंज्ड। वी आर टेकिंग सम सिंपल एग्जांपल्स। ही सेड आई लाइक द बुक, राइट? तो ही सेड, ये रिपोर्टिंग क्लोज, इसको हम दैट से ज्वाइन करेंगे। ही सेड दैट, लाइक विल बी चेंज इनटू पास्ट, ही लाइक्ड द बुक, राइट? ही सेड टू मी। नाउ हियर, एंड डू यू लाइक द बुक, इट इज अ क्वेश्चन। इफ क्वेश्चन इज देयर तो रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब सेड टू के बदले क्या होगा? आस्क्ड, बिकॉज इट इज अ क्वेश्चन। ही आस्क्ड मी इफ आई, एंड यहां पर दैट के बदले हम क्या कंजंक्शन रखेंगे? इफ। यहां पर दैट रखा है, यहाँ इफ क्यों? वाई इफ? बिकॉज इट इज अ क्वेश्चन। इफ आई लाइक्ड द बुक, राइट? सो he said he likes the book, right? तो here said लिसनर कोई नहीं है इसलिए हम said का said ही रखेंगे। he said that, he मतलब थर्ड पर्सन, उसको चेंज नहीं होंगे करेंगे हम। लाइक्स का तो लाइक्ड होगा ही होगा, प्रेजेंट का पास्ट। he liked the book, यहाँ पर थर्ड पर्सन है, आई या वी, आई यू नहीं है, इसलिए हमने उसको ऐसे कैसे रखा, राइट? सो here are some common changes, right? I am speaking, you just listen to that. अगर इन डायरेक्ट स्पीच में दिस है तो हम उसका दैट करेंगे। देयर, सॉरी, these, those, now will be converted into then। today, here, there, today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day, last night, the previous night, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ago, before, just, then, come, go, right? These are the changes। दिस अगर है तो हम उसका दैट करेंगे, राइट? दीज है प्लूरल तो दोज। नाउ, देन, हियर, देयर, टुडे, दैट डे, टुमारो। अगर इन डायरेक्ट में है तो इनडायरेक्ट में हम द नेक्स्ट डे कर देंगे। यस्टरडे, द प्रीवियस डे, लास्ट नाइट, द प्रीवियस नाइट, कैन, कुड, मे, माइट, शैल, शुड, will, would, ago, before, just, then, come, go, right? These are the changes we have to do into when we are changing into indirect speech. नाउ चेंज इन द टेंसेस. जैसे मैंने पहले ही कहा आपको कि अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब सेज है तो हम उसका सेज या टेल्स करेंगे. विल से है तो विल से ही रहेगा. दैट विल नॉट बी चेंज्ड, राइट? सो हाउ विल द, if here said is there, we'll write said only. If speaker and listener both are there, we'll write told. Fine. So रिपोर्टेड स्पीच विल चेंज एज फॉलोज. कैसे? प्रेजेंट सिंपल है तो उसका पास्ट टेंसेस कैसे चेंज होगे, दैट वी हैव टू सी. प्रेजेंट सिंपल, प्रेजेंट सिंपल होता है, उसका पास्ट सिंपल होता है. जैसे कि राइट, उसका होगा रोट. ठीक. प्रेजेंट प्रोग्रेसिव है, दैट मीन्स एम इज आर प्लस आई एन जी. तो एम इज आर के बदले हम लिखेंगे वॉज वर और आई एन जी, राइट? प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में हम यूज करते हैं हेज. तो हैज का क्या होगा पास्ट परफेक्ट में? हैड, राइट? सो दिस वे वी आर चेंजिंग द टेंसेस. तो डायरेक्ट में से इनडायरेक्ट में कन्वर्ट करते हुए ये भी चेंजेस होंगे. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, 1 minute. Let me adjust. Okay, fine. Now, as I told you, past simple, past perfect. जैसे कि wrote तो had written, past है wrote, did है तो had done, right? अगर walked है तो had walked, right? और past progressive माने was were और ing continuous तो had been. was were के बदले हम क्या लिखेंगे? had been, right? So this way some changes would be there. Some examples we would like to see. I would speak and you will listen to it, right? As an example, in direct speech the teacher said the first world war started in 1914, right? This will join using that only. Said that. The teacher said that the first world war was started in 1914, right? She said God is omnipresent. तो this is the universal truth. उसको हम ऐसे ही ऐसे रखेंगे. We will not change. We'll only use that, right? Rakesh said that he is an early riser, right? So दिस सिंपल प्रेजेंट इसकी रोज की क्रिया है, इसको हम सिंपल में ही रखेंगे. ही सेड द सन राइजेज इन द ईस्ट. तो ये यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है तो उसको ऐसे ही रखेंगे, उसमें कोई टेंसेस का चेंज हम नहीं करेंगे. जो फैक्ट है, जो यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है, विल नॉट चेंज दैट, राइट? सो चेंजिंग स्टेटमेंट्स इनटू डायरेक्ट इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच, हम कैसे इसको चेंज करेंगे? इफ स्पीकर इज देयर, लिसनर इज देयर, हाउ शैल वी चेंज? Now see this. Some of the example we will discuss, 1 or 2 or 3. Direct speech. The student said to the teacher. Instead of said to, we are writing told, as you have seen this. I means who? The student, right? So we can write either he or she, right? Am is present. Am is are we are changing into was. So he was sorry that I am late. तो he was late. I का ही बनाएंगे, M का was, right? According to speaker. I, we, us, me, all will change according to the speaker, right? Now, I said, I agree to what he said. So here no listener is the only speaker is there. So I said that. ओनली आई इज देयर. सो हम आई को चेंज नहीं करेंगे. आई अग्री का अग्रीड करेंगे. टू वॉट ही सेड, पास्ट है तो पास्ट का पास्ट परफेक्ट, दैट इज हैड प्लस सेड विल डू, राइट? सो आई सेड टू माई फ्रेंड. said to काम क्या करेंगे? Told. He माने कौन? My friend. Right? So he माने third person. तो third person we are not going to change. Right? He काम ही रखेंगे. Has का head. Right? Very hard. Same. He said to Sita. Said to will convert into told. I means who? He. Right? Speaker. So here we will write he. Have will change in had. Right? So rest of the part is same. Fine. So discussing some of the examples, we are turning towards some question sentences. Right? Into question sentences, we are using asked in the place of told. Right? Rest of the changes are as it is, or we have to use two kind of questions. Right? Some questions have the answer yes or no, and some questions are not having the answers are in yes or no. Right? They are called WH words. तो हमें WH वर्ड से उसको जोड़ना पड़ेगा. Right? Look at some of the examples. You will definitely come to know how to do. He said to Rekha, does this book belong to you? ये बुक तुम्हारी है? आंसर विल बी इन यस और नो. राइट? अगर आंसर यस और नो में है तो हम उसको इफ से जोड़ सकते हैं. राइट? सो हियर इंस्टेड ऑफ रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब said to, we are writing asked because it is a question, and using if. Why? Because the question का आंसर जो है वो yes और no में है. Right? And question sentence we are making into simple. Does will remove. Instead of this we are writing that book belonged, not belong, to you means who? Rekha. Listener is Rekha. Second person listener के हिसाब से change होगा तो her. Right? I said to him, are you happy? Said to will be turned into asked. Right? Are you happy? Yes or no answer we can give. That will be joined using if. Right? Now we have to make it simple. R will be shifted over here. You means कौन? Him. So he. R का he के साथ was singular हो जाएगा. He was happy. Right? He said to me. He asked me. See this. How is a WH word. उसको ऐसे ही रखेंगे. यहाँ हम if use नहीं करेंगे. How? Then is will be go behind because this is the question. Here we are not writing question. It is a statement. How my father is will go back was, and question mark will be removed. Here we will not put the question mark. Right? Once again see WH word. I asked him. Said to will change into asked. I asked him. When? When से जोड़ेंगे हम. Will को हम पीछे जाने देंगे. Right? You माने कौन? Listener. Second person him. So he will be converted into would. He would go there. Right? So there are two types of question. One question you can answer in yes or no. ऐसे जो statement है उसको हम if से जोड़ेंगे. Those question that is not answered in yes or no. ऐसे जो questions है that will be joined using WH word. कोई भी WH word को use करेंगे. और question sentence will make into simple sentence. Will turn into simple. Right? उसको सिंपल बना के हमें उसको बाकी के जो चेंज है प्रोनाउंस के चेंज, इसके बदले इसे मार के बदले वॉज, हैज के बदले हेड, सिंपल प्रेजेंट के बदले सिंपल पास्ट के बदले पास्ट परफेक्ट, दैट वी विल टू डू द रिमेनिंग चेंजेस. राइट? दिस वे सिंपल सेंटेंस, इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस, राइट, all this we have done. Secondly, when we are changing the sentences, command, request, in that according to sentence we have to use here ordered, command, then requested. All this we can use as an example. See this reporting verb you have to change. I said to Ritu, show me your new book. Right? So instead of said to we are writing ordered. I ordered to Ritu. Now here This order sentence, you are not supposed to using that or anything. You are using to show me her new book, right? Next, the captain said to the soldier, attack the enemy. This is an order, a command. So the captain commanded the soldiers. Here we use to attack the enemy, right? So some of the sentences are request sentences, right? As an example, here, if please is used, I said to him, please bring me a glass of water. Here is a request. So instead of said to, we are writing requested, right? So I said to him, please bring me a glass of water. How will I change into indirect? I requested him. We'll remove please. इसको remove कर देंगे. यहाँ to से जोड़ेंगे. I requested him to bring me a glass of water. Here we are using to. Once again, I said to my friend, please let me lend me your book. So this is a request because please is there. So I requested my friend to lend me this book. So this way we have to change the reporting verb according to request, according to command, according to order. And this kind of speech will be joined using to, not using that or not using if, not using WH word. We are using this using, we are joining it using to, right students? So some of the examples I'll give you for the homework, and this you have to listen to it carefully. Some of the general rules you might be knowing. If any problem, if any query, please free to ask me. Okay, thank you.